Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We are playing Dr. Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64. This is a game I didn't get to play much as a kid. I didn't have a Nintendo 64 until later. But we're playing Dr. Mario 64 for the first time, and I'm going to start on Classic mode. There are different modes here that you can play. I might get to the story mode if I can finish Classic mode all the way through. There's Classic mode, Story mode, a versus computer, a Flash mode, a Marathon, and a Score Attack mode. You can slow down the video, pause to read those, do whatever you want if you want to find out what each of these different modes has to offer. Of course, we'll explore each of those a little more in depth later on. Starting out, choose my name. Well, of course, 4 characters. I've got to pick my normal name. T-H-O-K. Long story behind that name, but it's been my nickname for video gaming ever since I was in 6th grade. Okay, virus level, we're definitely starting at easy, all the way at 0. No, don't want the speed to go high. I want the pills to fall low speed. They do have different music. I'm not going to play the music for you just in case there's a copyright strike that might come along. You know, Nintendo can be kind of crazy. Suffice it to say, these are some pretty awesome tracks to play a game to. I like the sound of each of them. This QQ or KK or Quakeway or whatever way you would pronounce it, this is my favorite. And they do have an option to turn the music off. Maybe I should have done that. Anyway, that's the music I'm listening to while playing through the beginning. Alright, yellow and red pill. If this is anything like... Okay, put the blue on the blue. If this is anything like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, I should have it. Okay, 4 in a row. Got it. 4 in a row. Don't know where to put the yellow. There's no yellow to get. Let's put the red down here. Can I put it sideways? Yes, I can. Sideways is good. Alright. Stage clear. I beat level 0. Feel accomplished. 36 seconds. Not a bad time, considering that I've not played this before. Anyway. Moving on to level 1. Let's put the blue over here. The red and yellow. I think the red drops, right? So let's put it there. And there. Alright. You know what? Maybe I ought to leave you to enjoy the sounds of the game instead of the sounds of my voice. But anyway, Dr. Mario is quite an interesting game. You can see here, all we're doing is lining up these pills to obliterate these viruses. Of course, Mario's not a very good doctor. He tends to give you pills that don't actually hit the viruses you're trying to take care of. All the time, so he'll give you the wrong colors. I like how it has the pill bottle shape, although I don't know. I mean, you're not putting the pills in a bottle to kill the virus. You'd be putting the pills in your stomach. But anyhow, I guess it would be just too weird to have the container look like a stomach, I suppose. But anyhow, let's get rid of those viruses. I don't know where Mario went to school to become a doctor, but I don't think they did a good job of training him. Anyhow. Alright, virus level 2. There's quite a few more viruses here in this level. It is still not too difficult. The viruses are over halfway up the bottle to start with, so that makes it a little more crowded to move your capsules? Yeah, capsules around. Makes it a little more tricky. You've got to think a little bit quicker whenever it starts to come up like that. Watching the viruses go goodbye. Goodbye. I suppose these are 3 different types of antibiotics to fight the 3 different types of viruses, I suppose, because what else would you be using against a... Well, no, it would be an antibiotic, because that wouldn't... well, yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. 3 different types of pills for the 3 different types of viruses. I should have played this during COVID. Alright, just the yellow and stage clear. Level 2 viruses wiped out. Fantastic, good job. Let's continue. I like Mario's little twirl dance with the piece V for victory, you know. Alright. Just a little above halfway. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 total viruses here. You know what? You should just be enjoying the music I have for the background. This music today is Symphony No.38 in D major from Mozart. It comes from the YouTube audio library, and it's attribution free. Fantastic resource for different kinds of audio for your video needs. And I mean, you know, if you can get a 30-minute long copy of a beautiful piece of classical music like this, it's, you know, good. It's very good. I like classical music. I couldn't find any good 8-bit music that I really wanted to put on this, but I would have chosen an 8-bit style kind of music for it if it hadn't been for that. I did find this though, so good enough, a good choice nonetheless. Now you may notice I am a little bit, I twist the tablets around quite a bit here. There are a few times where I mess up, and I'm sure you'll enjoy seeing that later. But, you know, it's not... I don't do too bad. Alright, I figured it out here. You can squeeze in that tablet right in place. Drop it in under. And I can do that. I should have put that over on the left. Anyway, well, stage 3 clear. That's the 4th level. Virus level 3 is the 4th level. Yeah, I do make some silly errors here and there. Just placing a tablet backwards or whatever, so feel free to leave a comment telling me how I was a dunderhead and made a mistake. That's perfectly acceptable. I'm enjoying this game. It's really fun. It's a great way to pass time. I'd highly recommend you do the same if you get a chance to play a copy of Dr. Mario 64. I think it's available on the Switch, the Nintendo Switch, in the, you know, how you can play the old Nintendo games, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, all of that on the Switch. I think it's available there, and wouldn't be a bad idea if you feel like picking the game up and playing it. It's a load of fun. I enjoy the graphical style, beautiful backgrounds. If you like gameplay and just enjoy hearing the sound of my voice, feel free to subscribe, like the video, let me know how I'm doing. Okay, and let me know what other kind of content you might want to see. I do have access to quite a decent library of games, not all of the games in the world, but a decent library of games, including Nintendo 64 and Nintendo Switch games, some PlayStation 2 games that I would love to play, and maybe eventually I'll get those out on this channel. Game Boy Color, that was one of my favorite consoles, although it can barely be called a console if you really think about it. It was a very pocketable, small console, not a proper one that you would plug into a television or whatever back in the day. Which, you know, today there's no really distinguishing between a television and a monitor like a computer monitor, but anyhow. This should get it, right? I get this one in here? I hope I do. Alright. If you haven't caught on yet, I am doing this voiceover after the fact, after having played the game already. And so it's kind of retrospect. It's looking back at what I've done. 6.5, almost 7 minutes now for the first 5 levels. And I'm on level 5, virus level 5, which is level 6 of the game overall. I think I'm getting the hang of it. I'm starting to get a little more aggressive, a little faster paced, moving the pills around. I should have probably went ahead and put that to the side, but that's okay. I am being a little more quick and aggressive with the gameplay. With that being said, as I get a little bit, maybe I could say arrogant about my gameplay, I do continue to make some mistakes here and there. You are about ready to start seeing some of the really serious ones. And there's at least a couple of times I make such a blunder of a mistake, I reset the level. Just, not really wanting to go through the misery of not being able to finish the level. So, there is that. Yeah, it took me a moment to think about what I was doing there. Come on, Joe, you got it. Okay, that was a good move. Putting that blue in place where I did. I should put this red down here, shouldn't I? Yep, sure enough. Excellent, excellent. Those yellows are gone. I love the animations as the yellow, red, and blue. I'll talk about that when they come back. But I love the animations in this. It is just so fun and so late 90s, early 2000s. I believe this game came out in 2001 is what I was told. I'll have to look back at that. Of course, you could look it up yourself, but I think it was 2001, developed and released by Nintendo, and a really fun game. I haven't ever played any of the more recent ones. The only one I played, and it was only for a few minutes, was the Game Boy Color version, I believe, way back in the day, and I played it for a few minutes, didn't understand it for beans, and just gave up on it. Like I said, I was more into Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine on the Sega Genesis, which ultimately was a reskinned clone of Puyo Puyo, which you can get today on a Nintendo Switch. Fantastic game. I've actually played the Puyo Puyo games, a few of them, here recently. I might try recording some of that because that's a fun game. I like these sort of puzzly interaction games like this. I really enjoy them. So whether it's Tetris or Puyo or Dr. Mario, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, all fun games. I'm sure you can tell this is kind of ramping up in difficulty. I'm at 951 on my time, and I just finished the 6th level, level 5. So going from about a 30 to 40 second... Oh, there's my mistake. There you go. Joe, you're a nut. You're a dunderhead. You don't know what you're doing. I know I don't. But going from a 30 to 40 second time on completion for the levels to a minute, 2 minutes, and it ramps up, believe me. There's a few levels there that take me quite a lot more time than I expected. I honestly expected probably the maximum time for one of these levels to be about 5 minutes, maybe, but it gets much, much more difficult for me than that. And I'm not saying I'm great at these games. Oh, look at this. I tried a cheeky little move there, sliding it in underneath. But I'm not saying I'm great at these games. I just enjoy them. You don't have to be good at something to enjoy doing it, do you? So that's sort of where I'm at. I enjoy trying these sorts of games. I, again, didn't get to play them much as a kid. And so getting a chance to play these games now just really feels good. Alright, starting to atone for my mistake earlier, messing up that one drop. Made a smart move there, dropping the extra blue to the side instead of using it in the whole line of the one that I popped. That gave me a chance. Slip that on over. Oh, if I pop this, I can get rid of the yellow and the red at the same time. Good choice. Pop the yellow, drop the blue. I should slip this red in all the way on the left here. Excellent. Oh, I was going to talk about the viruses. So they make some really cool animations here. The blue is kind of dancing and strutting himself. The red is making fun of you, sticking his tongue out, and the yellow one is just pumping and dancing along, just hopping in place. Really sort of silly and crazy animations that they have. And then, of course, when they get hurt, like the yellow there, he starts to whine and throw a big old fit. The red, he pulls his tongue out and has the big old X eyes and just shaking his head no. The blue is rolling on the floor in misery because, you're hurting the viruses, which, we don't want to just hurt them. We want to eliminate them from the body. So let's continue to eliminate them from the body. All right, yellow. Ooh, you've got one more there. I kind of trapped that under a lot, so I got to get rid of those blues so I can get to the yellow, so I can get to the blue again. All right, pop that. Hey, good fortune to have a yellow come up afterwards. Here's a blue. Can I? Oh, nope, I didn't. I should have put it on top of the blue. Come on, Joe. There you go. All right, and the red is gone, and the smoke as he just pops and then fades away forever. All right, drop the yellow there. Good choice. And the yellow does the same and slip the blue in underneath just to dominate, just to assert my domination over the blue virus as it fades into obscurity and oblivion. All right, level 7. See, that took about 3.5 minutes. I sure hope that's not foreshadowing how bad the levels ramp up going forward. Hint, it is. All right, blue to drop the red. Blue, where should I put it? All the way to the left. Almost dropped it on that yellow. Drop the red out. Get rid of this yellow here. Okay, couple of reds. This is going smoothly. Wow, it looks like I'm almost halfway done with this level. It says I have 20 viruses left. I didn't pay attention to how many I had to start with. I really should have done that. Anyway, slip this red in through that little cubby. Oh, Joe, come on. There you go. Whew. I was afraid I messed that one up. I really could have, and later I do. Anyway, drop this red, drop the blue out. I can get rid of those blues. Okay. Yellow, that blue should line up happily. Put the blue here. So it's really cool that they've got these viruses under the magnifying glass, and then you can see them up close, and then all of the little viruses they're sort of doing the same sort of a thing. You can see the blues, they're just kind of going side to side, exactly the same way the larger blue is. The red viruses are opening their mouth and raising their head and nodding, and the yellow is just pumping up and down like it's nodding and bouncing the same way the yellow one is over on the side. Now, one interesting thing, and perhaps something I don't really care for, is the fact that, when you're done with this, it's very difficult to clear out all of the antibiotic tablets or whatever they are, and so you leave a lot of medication in the patient's body. And then Mario's just happy with that and says, okay, my job's done. So anyway, maybe they should do something where once the pills are once all the viruses are popped, all of the pills just sort of get gone from the body, Anyway, I'm just being crazy and overthinking a game. It is a game, a child's game. Don't think too hard about it, Joe. Okay. Sort of a tricky spot here. I've got this stack. I really need yellows to take over. Oop, almost dropped a red on there. I need to get rid of these yellows, but I'm just having such a hard time getting a yellow. Okay. I don't need that blue. Okay, got a double red coming up. That is perfect. And hey, what great timing. Oh, and again, what great timing. Okay, I can get rid of the whole one on the side. Now just one yellow left, and he is so unhappy. And gone. Gone, 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 gone. Yes, the viruses are gone. That took a little over 3 minutes. 3 minutes 15, I believe. Now we're at 16:29, 36 viruses. So I guess I wasn't even close to halfway done when it looked good earlier. Okay. Virus level 8, so I finished 0 through 7. That's 8 levels in 16 and a half, 17 minutes now. Alright. 6 viruses down. 29, 28 now, more to go. There's not a great place. Oh, wait, yeah, there is. Right there. Of course there was. And I almost missed it. Can I... Come on, Joe. No, Joe, you should have slid it right in there. Oh, Joe, you're messing up so bad. Come on. Okay. Yep. Put it there. Get rid of that yellow. You know you need to. Come on. Do this right. Yes. 2 rows of red. Gone. Oh, you should have dropped it all the way down. Oh, as you can see, I am only 17 minutes in and beginning to make some serious blunders. But that's okay. I'll redeem myself. I'll make it happen. I will get these viruses out of this body. I might have to over-medicate the patient just a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. His insurance is paying for it after all. All right. Keep going, keep going. Let's see. Good job. See, I told you I was going to get it. I was going to just redeem myself and do... But oh, that's not good, Joe. You're dropping a blue on a yellow. Joe. Ah. Okay, well, you know what? It's fine. I will get it. I will take care of it. Yes, now I have to go through the process of removing a whole blue just to get to the yellow that's underneath. But we can do this. Why? Okay. Okay. Get rid of that one. Wonderful. Drop that yellow onto the yellow. Put the blue there. Yep, there it is. Good job, Joe. Ooh, you know what? This might work out okay for those yellow. If I can just put... Well, never mind. Because that just happened. Okay, well, it's fine. I've only got 10 more viruses to go. Although, I've been nearly 3 minutes already, and I'm only 2/3 of the way done. Oh, look at that. I won't have to get rid of the blue. I was just a little bit more intelligent than I thought. Not to give myself a pat on the back or anything, but you know what? I did okay figuring out that I needed to do the yellow sideways. Oh, yep, remember that. There you go. Good job. Good job. 6 more viruses. I still have 4 of the blue and only 1 yellow and 1 red. Oh, that was a mistake, putting the yellows like that. Oh, hey, it worked out. That's nice. It doesn't always work out like that. Looks like I might be lining up to do the red sideways. That would be great. Blue is gone, just gone, before a red or a yellow. That was pretty good. Okay, I have a yellow here. I should have put it sideways, but that is okay. And a double yellow, fantastic. Good job, Joe. Only 4 minutes for virus level 8. This is getting kind of difficult. But you know what? We need to continue, don't we? Let's continue to level 9. Virus level 9, 2028 is our starting time. 40 viruses. They really ramped it up. 20 minutes of total gameplay, and I've gotten only 9 levels beaten. Oh, I should have put that sideways. How did you miss that, Joe? Oh, well. Anyhow. Okay, good, good. Drop that in place. I am enjoying seeing these viruses get blasted. See, Joe, those reds would have already been gone if you would have just... That's okay. Alright, 30 viruses left. Actually making some decent time here. 10 viruses in just, what, a minute and a half? No, not even. Anyway, in a little over a minute, 10 viruses. So, you know, I should be able to get this in another few minutes. Good seeing that yellow. Looking ahead. That wasn't so good because you just blocked the yellow you just unlocked, Joe. Anyway, that wasn't good. No, okay. Now that yellow has a red and a blue. Well, at least I have a red to put in there. Oh, I think you can understand what's going on. I am getting a little over, I don't know, mentally stretched at the moment. I suppose playing this much of a game that I haven't played before at my age might not have been as easy as I once thought it would be. I am making some pretty interesting choices here. I have nowhere to put this red. I can put this red right here. That's good. I can use that red there. Red and yellow? Yeah, red and yellow. Red, drop the yellow. What'll I do with this red? What is going on? Why? Why do you keep covering that yellow with a blue and a red? Okay, drop the red through. Good. Come on, put it over on the right. Don't do that. Okay. All right, that's okay. Pretty decent even. That was okay of a choice, but not a great one. Oh, I flipped it the wrong way. I'm making this so much harder on myself than I need to. Okay, good. Blue and there. Wait, why did I cover the yellow with a blue, a red, and then yellow again? I am making some choices. That is all I can say. Definitely choices. I would love to be able to slip that down into that little cubby right there. I almost used that. Okay. I can slip this one down underneath, can't I? Go ahead. Hold right, hold right, hold right. Yes. Good job. All right. Okay. I am at 4 minutes on this level already, and I've only gotten rid of... Ooh, I still have 16 viruses left to get. Yeah, this suddenly has gotten harder for me. What is going on? Am I really... Come on, I must have been distracted when I was recording this. I do get so distracted at times. I have no access to anything useful. I really got myself barricaded in there. Anyway. Good job. Clearing house just a little bit. There goes a yellow, finally. Wonderful. Okay. I'll chance it, yeah. Let's hang it up there. Ooh, good job. Yes. Yes. Good. Now, let's try to work on getting that red out of there. That yellow has been in jail since the very beginning of this level. 5 minutes ago. I still have 12 left. Why do I have 12 left? Oh, Joe. Joe, what? You put another red there? Why? Why do you do this to yourself? I suppose, why do I do this to myself? Okay, come on. Almost there. Almost. But stop. No, because you just buried that. Joe. You're not doing yourself any favors, brother. Okay, finally the yellow is uncovered. Please get that yellow out of there. Thank you. Okay, red can go out of my way so I can get the yellow, so I can get this red. Yellow. Whoa, just Joe, just pick it. Okay. Put it up right. Oh, why didn't you do that? Anyway, at least I got rid of a red and a blue. Well, most certainly, going through this first 10 levels of the classic mode of Dr. Mario 64, you will have noticed that I made quite a large amount of blunders and mistakes. Obviously, nobody's perfect, and I proved that here today that I'm not. I made quite a few mistakes here in level 9 over and over again, and, you know, it's not fun to see yourself make mistakes, but at the same time, you can take and learn from those mistakes, and hopefully I do. Hopefully I do better in the future as I try to play the rest of this game. It's been really fun. I mean, you know, that's sort of the point of making mistakes, right? You make the mistakes, you figure out what you did wrong, and you learn from it and hopefully do better in the future, rather than repeating those same mistakes and proving insanity. Anyway, it's been really fun, great game. I do highly recommend it. If you like this kind of content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you want to see in the future, and I will do my best to get back on here and post and upload some more videos, some more gameplay. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.